Some facts that'll make your day slightly better. Part 2. If you've already made it to the airport without dying, you shouldn't be nervous about flying because you've already made it through the deadliest part of plane travel. Whenever you pet an animal, it actually lowers your cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone. Side note, this may not work on electric eels, porcupines, or anything that could decimate you in 2 seconds. Because guinea pigs get lonely, it's actually illegal in Switzerland to own just one. You have to get at least 2 if you want to have any at all. Sometimes tarantulas will keep tiny frogs as pets. The frogs will eat small insects that would typically eat the tarantula eggs, and in exchange the frog gets a pretty damn good bodyguard. Capybara Land is a place in Japan where you can quite literally hang out with capybaras and see them chilling in hot springs. If 99% of the world's population finds you unattractive, that would mean that 78 million people still find you attractive.
They shoot this grappling hook type head out of their proboscis. 4 fangs dig in, and then with those fangs they inject venom. That venom paralyzes and sometimes even stops the heart of its victim. And then they sit there and slurp up the innards like a slushie. Now, okay, this is really cool. You see how it's completely slinked out like this? Notice that coloration. You see how purple it is?
Yeah.
It's all peach colored here and purple here. That's why they're called bloodworms, because their insides are actually dark red and the skin is semi-translucent, and you can see that coloration right through there. Wow, that's cool.
You can see like little bubbles running through the body.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Look down the side of its body there. You see how it looks like those spikes coming off?
Looks like hairs.
Yeah, those are parapodia. They're like little feet that help this creature to burrow and also to keep its balance if it's in deep water.
This lady is addicted to the color green.
These are Crazy Addictions, Part 24.
81-year-old Elizabeth has made everything about her life green, saying that it just makes her life happier. She decided to make everything in her house green and only wears green every day. Comment what you think about this.
2022 is getting crazy. An underwater volcano has just erupted, and it has released mutated volcano sharks. This is known as a shark-cano. These mutated volcano sharks are now swimming in our oceans. They have survived within the volcano, despite burning hot acidic water. Also in China, a gigantic forest has been found in a sinkhole. The lost forest was found 630 feet underground. It contains ancient trees, plants and animals humans have never discovered before. Also, an alien rock has been found in the Egyptian desert. It's believed this is evidence of a supernova explosion in space. This may be the first piece of evidence on Earth of a supernova explosion.
Let's see if you have trypophobia. I'm going to show you 5 photos. If you feel too uncomfortable to make it to the 5th photo, then you could have trypophobia. So let's go. Number 1. And how about this? Feeling uncomfortable yet? Nearly there. Last one. So let me know whether or not you have trypophobia in the comments down below.
Facts that will ruin your day, Part 24. Ants can form what is called a death spiral when a group of ants is lost and starts following each other's pheromone trail, leading to death by exhaustion. If you took all of the world's spiders and let them out in Netherlands, they would consume the country's population in 3 days. Horned lizards squirt blood from their eyes as a defense mechanism. You can actually fit all the planets in the solar system in the space between the Earth and the Moon.
Today I googled which month produces the sexiest people. So a scientific research group called From Mars has revealed the months of the year which produce the sexiest people, and its rankings are based on 500 of the world's sexiest celebrities. So let's start with the months that produce the least amount of sexy people, shall we? In 7th place is October. In 8th place is November, 9th is January, 10th is May, 11th is July, and in at last place, in 12th, is June. And now for the winners. In at number 6th is March, 5th is September, 4th is December, 3rd, and my birth month, is February, and 2nd, August, and the winner, actually by a large margin, is April. So the question is this list correct?
These are 8 horrifying facts that will probably keep you up at night. Horror movies use tracks that include infrasounds. They cannot be heard by human ears, but they are known to induce anxiety and heart palpitations. 44% of the information shared on worldwide news is inaccurate. To date, the US lost 6 nuclear bombs and never recovered them. According to paranormal experts, when you have a nightmare, real spirits or demons are trying to contact you, but your body rejects them and wakes you up for safety. In 1954, a man arrived at an airport and had a passport issued by the country of Torrid, which does not exist. Police locked him in a high secure room and he vanished. There are computers for the Amish, which have no internet, videos, or music. There are organizations that manipulate the stock market. Spending just a few months in Antarctica can shrink your brain. There's a lot more, like for part 7.
Sneaky psychology hacks that will work on anyone, part 15. Want to find out if someone likes you? Pick a word when they're talking and smile and nod every time they use it. If they like you, they'll start to use it more and more. 2. Want anyone to take what you're saying more seriously? Tell them your father told you about it. People inherently trust parental advice. 3. If someone's giving you an excuse for something, stay quiet. They'll end up talking themselves into a corner and lose confidence in their own story. Like fellow sheriff.
The government doesn't want you to know, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway because we cool like that. Drinking a glass of water can wake you up faster than coffee. Your right ear is actually better for hearing people and your left ear is better for hearing music. There's a town in Nebraska that only has a population of 1. When someone actually tickles you, it's actually a panic response.
Disturbing facts that will ruin your day. In 1906, a man in Morocco was sentenced to be walled alive after he was found guilty of unaliving 36 people. For 2 full days, people could hear him crying from inside the wall. There have been reports of these vacuum toilets and airplanes sucking out people's insides. When 14-year-old George Stinney was executed by electric chair, he was too short to fit into the chair, so he had to sit on a copy of the Bible. Later, he was found innocent. The average person spends 5 months of their lives waiting for red lights to turn green. If you have red eyes after swimming, it's not from chlorine. It's from the chlorine mixing with other people's urine. And be careful the next time you're on an escalator, because there's been many cases of escalators eating people alive. Follow for more.
Deadliest candy in the world. This powdered candy was banned because it was basically just a jar full of lead. It was called Lucas's Mexican Candy, and it was advertised as a way to spice up your foods by adding artificial lemon flavoring. But most kids just ate it straight from the bottle. In 2004, the FDA discovered that it had twice the legal limit of lead per gram. This prompted a massive panic and recall of the entire stock of this candy, and it remains banned to this day. Like, follow, and share for more strange facts.
Here are the names of guys most likely to betray you, according to science. A study here in Britain took place asking over 2,000 women the least trustworthy guy names. And here are the top 20 results. So in place 20 to 15, we have Jack, James, Tom, Daryl, Sean, and John. Placing 14th to 10th, we have Daniel, Nick, Ashley, Harry, and Lee. We're getting closer now, but 9 till 4 is Mark, Dean, Scott, and Steve. And finally, the top 5 guy names most likely to cheat / betray you. We have Craig, Matthew, Ryan, Liam, and finally, in first place, Wayne. Now tag or send this to someone who made the list. And I hope I didn't ruin any relationships. I may have ruined my own. Eon!